0, 0, 0, 0. It's like middle of the day. So I figured I'll give it a second, see if anybody shows up here. Probably not. It's the middle of the freaking day. Everybody's busy. Hey, there's one person. Got to figure out a good time to do this and start scheduling. I think I'm going to start doing only live videos because since I don't edit videos, might as well just do live videos and actually do some interacting with people. So that's my new thing. So from now on, when I do videos, I'm recording live just because I love the videos. Thanks. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'm going to just start doing live videos since I don't edit my videos and it's too much of a pain in the butt and the uploading and all that crap. You know what? I'm just going to start doing them all live. Why not? I get to interact with everybody. So it's like bonus. So, hey, caught you live. Yes. So, I just got a few notes of things to talk about on eBay, interact with everybody, whatever you want to talk about, this, that, whatever. I got one last tote here of merchandise that I had picked up at the Goodwill bins. I'm not sure if this was 2-3 trips ago. It's been a while. It's been sitting in the garage. So I figured I'm just going to go ahead and process the rest of these items. Get this stuff out of the way here. So if you guys haven't noticed, some people were given some free listings from eBay, 50,000 for the rest of this month and an extra 50,000 for next month. I wish I could use all those 50,000s because that's some money. But the cool thing is, man, the other day was hell. It started off, I woke up, got on eBay. Normally, like I've said before, hello, I activated it today, yeah. So the other day it was so bad on eBay, and I had probably 3 or 4 customers saying that I don't accept PayPal, they can't check out, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm starting to wonder if there's a lawsuit here for us as sellers or even PayPal for that matter. Because if you're telling our potential buyers that we do not accept PayPal, well, that's really false. You're falsifying, and you're sending our customers away from us. So I'm seriously thinking about calling an attorney and just asking a few questions to see if there's anything here, because I'm at the point now where I'm so frustrated with eBay, they need to be held accountable for it, being that they won't come forth with the information and say, we're having this problem. Yes, if you call and talk to somebody, they'll tell you they're having the problem. But like right now, if you're having issues, you can't even call eBay because there's nobody there, nobody answering the phones. There's people checking the discussion boards, but they're not really doing too much. They're like, this is for peer-to-peer. This ain't for us to check on. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. So, and if you've been on eBay trying to list the last few days, there's literally glitches everywhere. What's funny is I draft, at least minimum of 50 items every day. And right after I accepted the 50,000 offer, all of a sudden my draft started messing up. I couldn't draft. They were airing out, sorry, problem, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh. So just as they give you the 50,000, they start throwing a rock in it. Like, oh, watch this. So it got really irritating real quick. But the other day I woke up and I literally had 0 sales overnight. So there was an 11-hour period from 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. where I had no sales whatsoever on, like I've said, if you're using WebInterpret, you're listing on all the different websites, literally no sales. And that just floored me. And that day was hell because not only that, my main computer crashed. Finally, I've been having issues with the driver and I've been babying it, but it's done. I can barely run Excel on there now. So I've got to get my Excel transferred over and figure out a new computer, what I want to do for this. So that's a pain in the ass. But that day when I woke up and had 0 sales overnight, I literally, what did I do? Like $300 for that whole day. And I know it's just not the virus issue because a lot of people is going to be online shopping. And there have been a couple of days where it seems like everything was going good. And I had big sales. Today is another day where everything seems to be going good and sales look normal. But then you got your other days where it's just, you get the customer saying they can't check out. So it's a pain in the ass. Gonna list tonight after work. Yeah, I've been creating drafts all day today. I've only had the error issue twice, I believe. I think I got about 60 in draft right now. So I want to get over 100 again today in draft and get those listed tonight between 8 and 10. So hopefully that'll work. But there's still all these other little issues going on with the whole site. It's just, I don't know. It's like I said, it's past the point of, it almost feels like that there's got to be, somebody's got to hold them accountable. And I'm really close to, like I said, trying to call a lawyer or something and just ask basic questions and see if there is anything, because they've literally have cost me, if it's hard to say with the virus thing, but compared to my normal numbers, they've cost me over $8,000 in sales since all these issues started on the 10th of February. And that's a lot of money out of pocket. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating. And the fact that they just won't say, hey, we're freaking screwing up here. It's a pain in the ass. One thing I did try, though, to go around that whole checkout issue with them telling you don't have PayPal is, quite a while ago, I had turned on the immediate payment when you buy it now. And I think I turned it on because of, wasn't the guaranteed shipping program they threw out? If you guarantee your shipping date, you get a better placement or whatever. But if you do the guaranteed shipping, you have to turn on the immediate payment thing. I think that was connected to that, and only that, if I remember correctly. So I went through my listings and turned that off. Another glitch. Instead of going into my business policies, where you can go in your business policies and you can update your PayPal payment or, one of your shipping policies. So I went in to update all my listings with a new PayPal policy that did not include immediate payment. It was like 17,000 listings, hit click, let it do its thing. Come back half hour later, whatever, and it failed. It said 0. I'm like, God. So it changed on them. So I literally had to go into active listings and change 500 at a time. So it took a couple of hours to get through all those, but I finally got it through that and got it changed. Now, did it help? If yesterday was, if you asked me yesterday, I would have said no, just because I think all day sales yesterday, I barely squeaked by at $500. And normally that's my low day, but now it's my high day, except when I have these intermittent pop days like today. And that one day I did the video where I did like $1,000 that day or whatever. So you get those pops of normal, what's normal. And then you get my, what used to be my low is now my freaking high. And it's aggravating. But so if you would have asked me yesterday, I would say, no, it didn't work. I did, of course, have more people. I'm going to have to file, good afternoon. I'm going to have to file more non-paying bidders, obviously, because you're going to have zero feedback people who play games. Pair my Jordan 11 Concords I had up. Of course, the zero feedback comes in and buys it, but of course, never paid. So my yesterday numbers, even though I only did 500, it's showing I did like 900, which is false because those shoes are $400. So that will even back down once I file the non-paying bidder, which I think you got to wait 3 or 4 days. So I'll go ahead and do that probably Friday and start that process. But then today everything's been flowing. So I don't know if that's part of the getting rid of the immediate payment or if there's that glitch in eBay where everything's working okay today. I don't know. It's hard to say. So pain in the booty hole. Pain in the booty hole. Let me pull out some items. We can talk about stuff and see what we got. Kind of sucks I can't go over the Goodwill Outlet, man, the bins, but we got a cool Hooters. Hi, sexy. You want to see my Hooters? Little Hooters jersey there. Hooters. You're so naughty. So naughty. Just a Colorado hat. I don't even know what's in here because it's been so long since I went through this stuff. So, Toast the Ghost. Jared Beam. Is that like Jim Beam? Yep, I guess so. I'm not a drinker, so I don't know. I don't pay attention. If it's not on a shirt and I've never had it before, I don't know when it comes down to it. That's cool. The Day of the Dead, I guess. I'm not familiar with any of this, so I'm not sure. So I'll have to look all that up. So, okay, cool. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, ain't it cute? It's a little Christmas Furby. Is this vintage or repop? 99. Do you do anything? Do something! I love it. Oh, yeah, some Adidas. Dolls. Man, they've been bringing out good shoes over there too, which is awesome. 11 and a half. They brought some Jordan 12s out, taxi blue 12s. One of my shoe people watching this, and you know the shoes. Let's see, Turley from the Rams. I love that's the one good thing about St. Louis is everybody don't like the Rams anymore because of Stan Kroenke taking them out of here. But so everybody donates their Rams crap, and it moves for me. So I'm happy with it. This is a BOC. Barrett O concept or something like that. It's a purse. I stopped carrying purses years ago. You know what I'm saying? They're just so heavy. It just carries too much junk in it. I can't take it no more. We got Louisville, is it? Oh no, this is Alton. Everybody's got a Redbirds team. What's up with that? Everybody got a Redbirds team. I can only grab that because it has like IBM and all that on it. CenturyLink Technology Solutions. Put that there. All right, I'd like to take a break right now and introduce you to Cyndi Lauper. I see your true colors shining. All right, that's enough. That was my singing break. Well, I call it singing. Nobody else does. Texas Roadhouse. Always got to get the fast food or the restaurant business stuff. I don't know about you guys, but this whole isolation thing, it's almost like nothing's changed for me. So I don't leave the house anyway, really. And fast food's still open. So if I want something, I just tell my son when he goes to the post office, hey, grab me this or grab me that. The only thing I can't do is different is QT fountain drinks are taped off. So that's all right. That's all right. I don't need that stuff anyway. Bad. I do go zero sugar. At least I go there. Zero sugar. Sugar is bad. Lambert's. If you just no thrifting. Yeah, no doubt. That sucks. Fuck this, but it's good. It's good because I got so much stuff anyway. I need not to thrift. I'm the same way, dude. I don't go anywhere. Yeah, pretty much live in my basement. Hey, I know all about basements. I would not. I grew up in basements. Our first apartment we lived in, I had a room in the basement, but I wouldn't sleep in the basement because you had to go in from the outside, and from the outside. It wasn't connected on the inside. So I had like a little makeshift room down there that I hung out at with friends and whatever. And sadly, it'd always get broken into because all you had to do was pry the screws off the lock and you could get in the basement. So I had one of my bikes stolen, I had a couple of different bikes stolen out of there and all other kinds of stuff. So really couldn't keep anything of value in there. And then when I was turned 19, I still lived at home, of course, because I was a late bloomer. Plus, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. I'm sure you've heard it all before from me, where I felt like I never could figure out what I wanted to do. So I was only working retail, and you can't move out on retail prices or on retail paychecks. So the second apartment we lived in was 4 rooms, but it had the basement with the inside access. So I was able to really create a space down there until one of the tenants in the apartment building called the city on me, and they made me shut down my room because you weren't allowed to live in the basement. So that sucked ass. But the one thing about when we were shopping for this house, there's 2 things I look for when, 2 main things that there is a must when I wanted to get a house, and that is a basement, because I grew up in a basement. That's like my shelter, especially tornadoes. And we did have a tornado that barely missed this house. 13, I think, 2013, somewhere in there. And what was weird is we were down there and you could hear this cool, like, whistle sound. And it was pretty wild. And we went outside afterwards, and like the neighbor's trampoline was like 2 yards over and stuff like that. But so the 2 things was basement and a bathtub big enough that I can lay back and relax in. So I got both of them here, so I'm happy. But lived in the basement for 14 years. I love basements. I couldn't live anywhere without a basement. I don't think I could. No, there's just something about basements. They're in my system, man. You know, anybody ever eaten at Lambert's Cafe before? There's one, never been to the Alabama location. There's one in Sykeston, Missouri. I've drove past that one when I've been thrifting down there, but I've never eaten at that one. And then one right outside Springfield, in between Springfield and Branson. And I've eaten that one. And I think somebody tried to sue them because they got hit with a roll because they throw the rolls for customers, which is stupid. And then I think the son of the family, who he didn't have nothing to do with the restaurant, thankfully, I guess thankfully on their part, but he was like arrested for child pornography crap on his computer or something. I don't know. So sicko people in the world. I put the lotion on the skin. I keep my inventory in my basement now. Yeah, that's where everything that is listed, that's, I'm not supposed to say that, is in the basement. You saw one of the cups in the thrift store. I've sold one of these before, and then I either have one in the store now or it's sold. I haven't paid attention. So I always grab them when I find them. Also, if you find some of these that are in like QT, I'm sure QT is nationwide, right? I know there's a lot in one direction toward Tennessee and all that. But the QT quick thrift stores, if you find those too, look them up because they'll have different ones that were limited. Some of them have like silhouettes of cars and stuff like that on them. Those are always going to bring you some money. So anytime you see any of these, look them up for the whatever it is, and obviously make sure they're nice and clean looking or can be cleaned. But I always grab these things. People love them. People love their drinks. Let's see. All right, let's see what else we got here. I had bought this whole lot of, I'll pull some over. I've got some listed already, but I'm guessing some printing shop or something went out of business or whatever, and I got a lot of blanks. And the guy I talked to over there, he ended up getting a lot of blank vintage Russell Authentics single stitch t-shirts, blanks. So those were cool. But I did get a lot of blank trucker snapbacks and what have you. I probably got about 200 different ones, a lot of multiples of colors, which was good. Easier to put up multiples. So what do we got here? Mona B. I'd rather have a passport full of stamps than a house full of stuff. Yeah, I can understand that, even though I hate planes. I don't like planes. But I love me some road trips. Road trips. Dulce Vita. Those look blue on the picture where I'm looking at it, but they're more greenish teal here in person. My camera. I was thinking about when I buy my new computer, because these eBay giving us those 50,000 listings, that gives me, I already get 10,000 free, so I got 17,000. So I'll have 17,000 this month and 7,000 extra this month, 7,000 extra next month, paid for. So that could buy my new computer that I'm going to need. So that'll be good. So I was thinking about investing in all the webcam quality stuff too, to maybe spruce this up if I'm going to do all live videos from now on, instead of dealing with recording. And I have a fast fixation with ghosts. Any plush ghost I find, I grab and keep. They used to sit up here, but I don't have any room for them anymore. So they're all kind of in a tub waiting for a space. So I've already got one of these. So I'll look him up, see if he's got any value. If he does, he'll be I'll sell him. But if not, he's going in my collection. And then, of course, the dreaded Goodwill bins find, one shoe. Anytime I find Jordans and I only have one, I grab it just in case any of the other ones will ever come out. And I was talking to this guy Billy over there, and he does the same thing. He's like, it's a sneakerhead thing. You can't leave a shoe behind. So maybe one day I'll find the mate. No planes for me. Yeah. No plane. Plane. I'll do planes, but I have to go to the doctor. Well, I don't have to go to him. I just call him, and he'll give me a pill that calms me down because first off, I don't like enclosed spaces. Second off, I don't like enclosed spaces with a lot of people around. Third off, I don't like being in a transportation device when I'm not controlling it. Whether it's a car, I'm not a good passenger. I'm not a good passenger in anything. If I'm driving, I will drive 24 hours a day if I have to get somewhere, but I'm not a very good passenger. It's hard to trust anyone. I have not met there's one person, a friend of mine, Ray, I trust him when he's driving, so I'm not as big of a mess when he's driving, but the plane, I mean, you have no control over it. And I don't know, there we go. I just can't do that. So I think this is the first generation, ain't it? His battery's not working. Just clicking. Jesus, take the wheel. Guess his voice is broken. I don't see a spot for batteries. That's generation 1. When that first movie came out, Toy Story, man, I was buying all kinds of Toy Story stuff when they clearanced it out. So I had a bunch of it in my personal collection. I probably still got some in storage sitting in boxes too I need to get to. Walt Disney, made in Korea. It's a Mickey Pie Pan. Cool. I got to get more of that kind of stuff up because I've just been working on clothes and then getting some more promo singles put up. But this little oddball stuff I need to get up. So I need more of that passenger car. That's kind of cool. A lot of these aren't worth money, but I grab them just because they're so light. And then when you get a lot of them, you can lot them up. So. And I'm always grabbing all the remotes. All the brand name remotes, that is. There's no decaying batteries in it. So this looks like an old VCR remote where you had the touch dial, fast forward, and rewind. So I'm always, the doc told me to fly. Hole in your heart. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Man, that's sorry about that. I've got a hole in my heart. And her name was Sheila. No, not really. I never knew nobody named Sheila. That's kind of cool. It's Caterpillar too. Sorry, I'm not used to this camera angle. Trying to keep stuff in a lens view. I don't see a date on it. I don't know if you can hear that. Vern's outside the door, whining, wanting in. My ex-wife left me one of those too. Oh, I mean wallet. Accidentally ate a crayon. Southern Indiana. What's up? I remember those. They're at least, I don't know. I haven't checked lately, but the 3 bins in Indiana. I know the north one is the best. then the west one, I believe, and then the east is like the dirtiest one, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. I've only been up there a couple of times. I'd go up there for the weekend and just hit all three of those and pack up my car and come back. So uh, some of you may not know this. I'm not very good, but I've always drawn. I did tattoos for a couple of years when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do in life. I would go into like local tattoo shops and try to get an apprenticeship, but this was before tattoos was a big thing. This was about 95, and this is when every tattooist had the ego the size of freaking the state. So if you didn't know nobody, you weren't going to get anywhere pretty much. And so nobody even gave me. So I bought a home tattoo kit, not home one, well, home travel kit, like $1,200 from, I forget the name of it, starts with S. So I started doing tattoos on friends and stuff. I did it for about 2 years, and I wasn't progressing like I wanted to, so I stopped. But that was the coolest time in my life because I could see all the extra money I could make by doing something other than what I was doing in retail and stuff. So having that extra money, I like bought my first leather jacket. I was like, yeah, I'm cool now. But anyway, so I never been to the bins. What? You gotta experience it. Even if you don't like it after the first time, you gotta experience at least once. But so I love getting into all kinds of drawing stuff. Actually, one cool thing I'm gonna go grab. So I have this friend, and this was back in 92, so probably 91. She brought this idea to me, and she goes, I've got I don't know how she worded it, but she had the ability to have a plate designed, and she gave it to me to design a plate for Illinois. And it was like a special limited edition plate where they sold it, and then the proceeds went to this old fashioned picnic thing, I guess they used to have. So I drew this at the time, but I think the eagle actually copied it from somebody. So this was like plagiarism because I had those old tattoo books and I flipped through there looking for an eagle, and I kind of, the pictures were like that small. They were like ads in the back of the like tattoo magazines. So I drew this eagle real big, and she put the background on it. But I thought that was kind of cool. So something I drew, even though it wasn't my drawing, something I drew made it onto a plate, license plate. So that was cool. But I used to take those little pictures. Now I get, with technology, you don't have to worry about it. But back in like the late 80s, early 90s, they have all these cool pictures in the back of the magazines. They're like that big. Or you'd have like those like tarot cards or whatever, like that big. And then I would draw them and I'd blow them up when I drew them on big poster boards and color them, and I'd sell them. But I'm when it comes to drawing, I'm a good copying machine, but I'm not very good with creating. When I create stuff, it's more weird, I guess you could say. I got my own little style, I guess you could say, but I always love like copying stuff. Like, I guess not really a tracer if you're doing comics, but because I'm not tracing anything, but kind of like a copying machine. But there's no need for that anymore with actual copying machines and computers and crap. But this cool vintage Coca-Cola bag, that's cool. I didn't remember grabbing that. I don't see a date on it, but that's cool. Use produce like that. Most people copy each other, right? No doubt, dude. And all right, now I don't want to sound like an ass when I say this, but I've been kind of just watching random YouTube videos for eBay and stuff like that, other people. Is it just me, or does it seem like there's people who get a lot of views, not everyone, but like 10,000, 14,000 views, they're kind of fake? Or is it just me? They're like, I question that if they weren't making money off YouTube, if they would really be making money off of eBay. You know what I mean? Like, but yet they've got these eBay videos where they're trying to teach people stuff, but yet maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just ignorant. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. Uh, but a Pierre Turgeon book. But yeah, man, there's just they just gets on my nerves. Like I can't even watch the whole video. I start watching it and I'm like, dude, you, it's aggravating. I like you, real, keep it real. But it's just I don't know. It's almost like they hold back. I guess I don't know. I don't know if it's faking it or holding back. It could be just holding back, and you can tell it. Maybe that's what it is. I'll talk about anything and anything. I don't really care. You want to talk about my asteroids? Let me talk about my hemorrhoids. All right. Now, you don't want me to go there, do you? Okay. Okay. Nothing's off limits when it comes to me. I'll talk about anything. I don't care what it is. But Pierre Turgeon. I miss hockey. I didn't look this up yet. This is cool. And I don't know if it's not really working. I hate tornadoes. I like tornadoes as long as they're not coming from my house or somebody else's house. I hate the killing of tornadoes. You know what? I don't. Here, you want to get in? You like me when I get into odd and weird stuff? How about this? How about I get into this? Why are you so loud? Why are you so loud? All right. Get into this. About the whole climate change issue, right? Here's what I don't. I'm going to throw out my little bit of knowledge and my theories on climate change. Is climate change real? Sure it is. It's been going on since the beginning of the Earth. The beginning of the Earth, the cooling of the Earth, that's climate change. The continent shifting, that's climate change. The ocean is, the desert is where the ocean used to be. That's climate change, right? So why are all these politicians trying to make money off of saying they can control climate change, but yet we can't stop a tornado, which we know how it works with the air and the pressures, but yet we can't do anything to stop a tornado. But they want to take your money because they can stop climate change. They can stop the melting of the ice caps. Now, does man attribute to climate change and maybe speeding it up? Maybe somewhat, yes, carbon, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to take that away, but I don't think even if you eliminated all that stuff from the atmosphere, you're going to stop climate change. Climate change is the evolution of nature. That's the way I look at it. But yet they want to try to brainwash everybody, thinking that I can change it for almost like a preacher and some dirty preachers. How about that? Only like the people who just try to fool you just to get money from you. Lawyers, preachers, politicians. Not saying all of them. I'm not saying all of them, but a majority of them. Majority. That's where I stand. Okay. We're gonna let's see, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. I love. Dude, you want to get into dinosaurs? I can get into dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. I used to always have this theory when I was a kid, but of course I can never find proof for it that we killed off dinosaurs, right? Of course, the oldest bones we can find of us don't even come close to the last known of the dinosaur bones, right? In the years, there's a huge gap there, right? But here's a little fun fact for you. If you didn't know, how many people am I going to lose here? All right, I got worked out. We're down to 14. We're 17. We're down to 14. Okay, here we go. What is with I hope I got some cool people here who like this kind of stuff. All right, so did you know that there was a giant human on this planet before us, but yet every time their bones are found, the Smithsonian Institute takes them and they disappear. And they're never spoken of, they never existed, and they're usually buried in the mounds that are around the country, and that's where they've been finding them. And I don't remember the last time they found a set of them, but I do remember the last time that they did find some. The Smithsonian came in, then they disappeared and said they never existed. So do those bones date back to the dinosaur age? being dinosaurs were these huge animals. Who's to say there wasn't huge humans around at the time? And that's what took out the dinosaurs. And I never fell for the asteroid theory. It's never felt right when I look at all the details about it. But so I want to know about those giant bones, first off. Second off, are those giant bones, were they Bigfoots? Are they what is Bigfoot now? Hold on, I got more theories for you. I can go anywhere with this. Like I've told you in past videos, I got theories. I keep every theory window open because they're theories. You know, nothing's factual until it's proven factual, right? So I keep every theory window open. All right, so where are those human bone giants, really Bigfoot bones? And there are Bigfoots out there, but yet nobody can find them. All right, and then we go into the whole Bigfoot thing where maybe it's interdimensional, maybe it's alien, et cetera, et cetera. But what if those big human races matched with, say, the great aliens created us as humans? Huh? I can get out there with some theories. I know a guy that claims to know dinosaurs didn't exist. Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, because there's a lot of bones being found out there, and I'm not going to call every, what are they called, paleontologists? I don't remember the word. I'm not going to call every one of them a liar because they know more than I do about history of bones. So I'm not going to go with that kind of a conspiracy just because the evidence doesn't sway me to that side of it, that they never existed. But I think there's a lot more to the story. Obviously, there's a lot more to stories than what they teach you in school. I mean, how many of you, when you were in school, ever knew about Tesla? Nobody. It was always Edison, Edison, Edison. Nobody ever spoke about Tesla. You had to find out about Tesla on your own. You want to know why? Because the government has his ideas, because he was going to give free electricity to the world. That's why the government took all of his paperwork, all of his stuff, and that's why he was never talked about again, because he had some good shit in his safe. What he had, who knows? But anyway, I have a Chevy Volt. I almost bought a Chevy Volt when they came out. So he thinks that the test for evolution of 3D printers. I like the Tesla too, Chevy Volt. Well, see, Tesla was an actual person, you see. Nikola Tesla. And that's who the cars are named after. There's actually a band, my second favorite band of all time, named Tesla, is actually named after him also. So, yeah, I know. I'm sure you were just joking. You always pick up the cassette players, cassette headphones. Worked for Edison. Edison Electricity, maybe? Always grab all auto part stuff. Boy, we go everywhere with this video, don't we? That's what I love. Screw this just being freaking all about eBay and thrifting. Dude, I'm going to get into anything and everything. So this is a little Scrabble thing. So if you like just talking about whatever random crap about life, then this video is for you. If not, hey, I understand. We only got so many hours in the day to waste, right? So someone don't want to waste them on my verbalage. I totally get it. It's me, Mario. I don't do a very good Mario, sorry. But this looks like an old Winnie the Pooh. The Tesla coil, yes. Did you watch that show where they were trying to recreate all the Tesla coils and whatever with all free energy? I can't remember the name of it. I think it only lasted one season. I can't remember. But this don't have no tag, so I don't know if it's technically a Disney Pooh product, if it's an actual vintage piece or a knockoff. I don't know. Now we're getting into some stuff. I don't know why I grabbed this. I didn't look it up. Safety hat. I guess if I ever need one while I'm making these videos. Lilo and Stitch, right? I never saw that movie. What do you do? I'm guessing he's a motion detector of some sort. I don't know. YMCA costume, right? There you go. Young man. Da, 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 say young man. Something like that. You think Steve Jobs went down like Tesla? He wouldn't let the government in the back door of Apple, so bye-bye. You know what? As you know, if you've watched my videos or seen me on Facebook, the government is the last anything I trust. Politicians and government, they are capable of doing anything and everything from killing JFK to freaking, yeah, killing off Edison, or Edison died of old age. Oh, he was pretty old. But yeah, I mean, you never know. The whole cancer thing, I think cancer personally is human made of some sort, because when I was a kid, you heard about nobody having cancer. And then over time, more and more and more and more. So something humans did is causing the cancer, because this just keeps escalating and escalating. It's out of control. So yeah, I got conspiracies. I don't like playing them unless I got a lot of dinosaurs were in on it too. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what that's for. Vintage. I grabbed that thinking and I didn't look at it. It looked like Patagonia, but it's not. It's not. Here we go. It's a little vintage. But I didn't see it. Didn't have the back, or if it did. No, I guess it didn't. And then a little DVD controller with some nice looking batteries. I'll have to test those and see if we can use them. Boom. Biggity bam. What's the virus really about? Taking a few million off the healthy care system, recover? Yeah, you never know. I mean, my theory was, and this is just a total pull out of thin air theory, because I haven't wasted no time in doing any kind of research. So take it for what it is. I'm not trying to start a conspiracy here. But if we were going to have a World War III, say, it's not going to be like World War II. It's not going to be like World War I. It's going to be a totally different space. It's going to be virus rooted, in my opinion. That's how you're going to take out and take over the world. If you can create a virus, protect your people from it that you want to protect from it, take out the protesters in Hong Kong, if you will, take out Italy, if you will, take out Spain, if you will, try to take out the US, if you will. I'm just saying, if you want to start a war, you're not going to do it by dropping a bomb these days, because everybody's got technology that can destroy a bomb, can notice a bomb coming, can take a bomb out from a satellite. Technology's totally taken over the realm of warfare as we knew it before. So if there's going to be next world war, it's going to be fought with viruses. And one of the theory, why I came up with that theory, pulled that theory out of thin air too, is because at the same time this was going on, the healthcare systems, their computer infrastructure was hacked into. That just seems like a little fishy to me, if you know what I'm saying. But hey, if you shut down, if you're going to try to take out people, first thing you want to do is take out their communications with their people. More people will die that way. I don't know, I'm just saying. Not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying I believe that's the future of wars in the world. So it's the final countdown. Speaking of tarot cards earlier, people used to love it when they'd get some of these detailed cards and want to make them for art. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any here. Oh, there's some kind of. And I would draw them huge for them on big poster boards. I never got into the whole tarot card thing. I mean, I believe that there's energies in the universe, et cetera, that can influence things, but I also know there's a lot of scam artists out there who try to take advantage of people who think that there's an almighty power that controls everything, when in fact, in my opinion, you control that almighty power. You just don't know how. Vivitar camera. These things were old. These are from back in the day. I know I don't have no way to test that thing. Here we go. Can you name the video game system just by looking at the connection? I can name that one. That one's pretty easy. I believe, anyway. It looks easy, and I'll probably be wrong. I'm thinking Sega Dreamcast. This looks like it fits more than one because that is a GameCube. Or is that, no, that's Super Nintendo. Or they used the same one. I don't remember, it's been a minute. And then I'm thinking on that one. Drawing a blank on that one. So this one fits more than one. So that's cool. Somebody will like that. Xbox. Yeah, was it? I think Xbox is a little bit bigger than that one. This one's a kind of a smaller one. Whoops, where are we at? Well, maybe it is. Yeah, maybe that is Xbox. It's been so long since I looked at an original Xbox. So the Wii, I think, yeah. And I think the Wii, didn't the Wii and the Super Nintendo have similar? I don't remember. I don't know what I'm talking about here. GameCube and PlayStation. Yeah, that is PlayStation. Gotta remember when the first PS1 came out. First PS1 came out, got that thing, got it home. Resident Evil, Tekken. Oh, those are the games to have. At least for me, I love them. What kind of sucks is I grabbed all these and I threw them in the cart and forgot to check them. And they're those widget spinner thingies, but they're all freaking broke. None of them spin right. This one don't spin. This is probably the best one. There's tons of these in another box too, but I think that one's gone. That sucks. I've never played with one, so I wanted to play with one. I bought like 20 of them and none of them work. Captain America, weird one, but all right. That's my box. Bam. Anything else to talk about? Any questions or anything? Anything? Anywhere? Where's that at? I think that's all my notes had. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So I think I'm going to do these live videos. Maybe I'll try to set a date and the time, maybe at least, or a day of the week I do them, or just turn on your notifications. How about that? So then I don't have to plan them. So if you see me in the notifications, you want to watch one, then you'll know. So hit subscribe and turn on notifications, and then you'll see me. Because I'll just pop out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. All right, everybody. So thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully we'll get back to normal here and get back to thrifting. So pardon me. Did they finally close your Goodwill? They just closed ours yesterday. Yeah, I think 2 days ago they closed. A friend sent a picture from the door, texted me showing that they closed. So I was like, yeah, good thing I buy in bulk. So yeah, I think everything's closed here pretty much for a month. So unless something cool happens where they get over this crap sooner than before. So yeah, we'll see. I'm not sweating it. So as long as I'm keeping my dad healthy, that's the only person I'm worried about. So especially with Jan and Alex in the pharmacy every day, working with people. So, but the cool thing about Walgreens is they're setting them up with all the things. They're giving them a little bit of a bonus. If you're a full-time employee at Walgreens, they're giving you a little bit of bonus. And that's the cool thing too, is like, you know, me with eBay, I haven't lost my job yet. You know, Jan being a pharmacist, she hasn't lost her job. The boys haven't lost their job. So we're still sitting good. So I don't have to delay no payments for anything. So that's going to be good. The only problem is the sales on eBay, and that's more of the eBay issue than anything else, in my opinion. But Walgreens is like they ordered like freaking million cases or something like that, or maybe a million pieces of a hand sanitizer and toiletries and all that, and all the just for the employees alone, so they can take what they want out of it. So they're looking out for their employees, which is odd because Walgreens been pretty down on employees. Seems like lately, with no pay raises in the last 3 years or something like that. So, but they're one of the ones still out there working on the front lines, pretty much just like the nurses and doctors having to deal with sick people daily. So, and never knowing what's coming up, what you're going to get, being that those swab tests aren't out yet. But I think they're coming. What's today? Is it this week or next week? Swab tests are supposed to be showing up at places so people can get tested. So, good luck with sales. Thanks, and good luck to you guys. Hopefully, you guys aren't having too many sales issues. And I will catch you later, Gators. Subscribe, notifications. I'm out.